Alright, welcome to round number 4. We are facing Svaca, who typically plays 4-color pile decks. According to Goldfish, they've recently been on uh, Grixis Delver with Luris, so that's what we're going to put them on. See how it goes. For what it's worth, their more recent lists do have Stifle in them, so that's a card I'm going to consider playing around if I can. None of these lists have Inquisition, though, so I'm going to guess that Svaca is no longer on the Delver decks. But I could be wrong. LED's a nice pickup there. I do like all of this, so we're going to keep these. Maybe next turn we'll fetch Taiga, cast one of the claws. Sure. So that means we're getting hit by an Inquisition on the following turn. So maybe this is the Grixis, or it could just be Grixis control, who knows. But if they are on Delver, we could get dazed here, which would be unfortunate. So we're going to get Inquisitioned. I would expect Ponder to be the card that gets discarded. We fetched and played Claw. Well, we fetched because we don't want to draw Chrome Mox. And we played Claw because it's the most efficient use of our mana. You don't really want to ponder on turn 2, and you're just not using all of your available resources. So I also don't mind if this gets discarded and then we just end up playing another Claw on the following turn. That's completely fine. Yeah, our opponent agrees. Playing Claw there was just the best thing we could have done. Wow, that's a great draw. This is probably going to eat a force. And it did, removing Baleful Strix. So they're on a little bit of a bigger list. This might be something similar to what Callum posted. No interaction here, so I think I'm going to shuffle. Something we could do if we draw a black source next turn is we could lure us into defense grid. I also don't want to get too comfortable in our position because a third land into Kalgan's command could be pretty brutal. There's the third land. And this looks like... Oh, no, it's just... just him. It's him to Torok. Chromox is not a very good draw. I think we're supposed to go for it here. Or maybe we're supposed to put grid into play. Yeah, that's probably the best move, putting Grid into play. This pause tells me that they definitely have something. It does seem a tiny bit weird to me to be playing him in uh, your Arcanist deck, personally, but so I'm glad we decided to take this line. Oh, they found the bolt. That's tough. Alright, so we want to draw a Lion's Eye Diamond now. Because Lion's Eye would allow us to ad nauseam. Alright, they have no hand. So they're going to play Luris here. And then draw off that. So we really, really want to draw a diamond right now. Hey! It's a wonderful life. So we're going to be casting Ad Nauseam from 15 life. We will have a land drop, but there's going to be the Tendrils and the Echo in the deck. Ideally, we would flip a land that doesn't deal us damage. So now we're in a tough spot because we can't even cast this Echo. And the Tendrils kills us. We have to flip. Burning Wish. So let's stop and count for a second. So hypothetically, we play Basic Swamp, Petals from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could put them to 1. Am I missing anything? So we play a land. So Storm 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're a storm short from killing them. And we're a mana short. No, we have a Rite of Flame in the graveyard. We can play Grid 2. This is lethal. I feel like we stole this game. So I do find it kind of interesting that these Grixis control decks are now becoming popular to beat up on Miracles and the Jeskai Delver deck. Like the format's moving very quickly, and that's like kind of cool to see. Yeah, I don't know if our opponent has anything like Null Rod in their deck. I kind of don't want to side for Null Rod if we don't have to. Maybe I'll board in 1 Decay as a backup. Do this. Because it's not like their deck has a fast clock if they're just on like Snaps and Dread Hordes and Luris. We did see Baleful Strix, which makes Hope not super good. Just a thought. Yeah, maybe we don't board in Hope. Hmm. Now I'm going to board in 1. That one hope, if we die to it flipping, we'll know that it should have been a Chrome Mox. But if Hope of Gearper gets Force of Willed, then it's better than a Chrome Mox, right? Seems like an appropriate time to say, if you haven't already, head over to theepicstorm.com/shop. Show your support: playmats, t-shirts, pint glasses, pens, tokens, card singles, whatever you want for the Epic Storm. We might have it. We might be sold out. I don't know. I haven't got any new inventory in a little bit. It's been kind of tough with COVID. So at this point, we're pretty much just selling inventory we had pre-COVID. There is a new Black Border FBB Taiga up on the site at the moment. That is new. And a foiled defense grid from Urza's Legacy. And we open-handed the One of Hope of Gearper. Come on, force it. Hey, Hope did its job. So next turn, we're going to look to probably Ritual and Dolores, and then play the Hope again. I have a feeling we're getting hit by him. Ideally, they would hit like Ponder Burning Wish. Dreadhorde? Okay. Veil was a very good draw. Come on, Force. Good deal. That worked out perfectly. Wow. Oh, it's turn 2. We've already played our land. So I will play the Hope. And now if our opponent swings in, we can block with Luris, assuming they don't have a bolt. If they have a bolt, we're in trouble. No! Oh, brutal. There should be another bolt on the Hope, I imagine. No, no respect for the Hope. Last card is a Bobble. Gonna play Ponder here. They can't Red Blast due to not having a red source. And that is very good. That should allow us to Ad Nauseam next turn. Granted, we'd be at a pretty low life total. And sacking the Hope here is pretty much free because our opponent only has the Bolt in the graveyard. It's worth noting that if we want a Nauseam next turn, we'll be at 18 life, no land drop, and we've already used the Lotus Petal. I don't know if that's necessarily the best plan, um, but it is what it is. And we'll be facing down lethal, so this ad nauseam would have to be pretty good. Um, Otherwise, we're going to take 4, 7, and they'll get to draw a card off the bauble, so they'll be up to 4 cards. The alternative is that we cast Echo and hope that Echo is good enough. I don't know how I feel about that. Three petals in the deck. Yikes. So hypothetically, let's say we wanted to Echo. We would 2 lands for Echo, because we get that from here. We would Ritual, get LED, and we'd have 3 available mana, but they would also draw a fresh hand of 7. This is like a really interesting choice. Granted, the Chrome Mox we would have drawn 8 of Forcible, so that's nice. I think I want a Nauseam. It might be insane, but I think that's the play I want to make. Come on, deck. They had a 3rd force. Wow. That's a good draw. So they did leave in bolts, for what it's worth. We're not seeing anything that we would want decay for, so maybe we should be boarding out decays. I say that, and then we'll lose the null rot in game 3, but I think I might want to board out decay. Lotus Petal. I mean, I guess we get Group Shot here. Try to slow down their clock. How we win this is building up into an ad nauseum, or into an Echo, but we can't do that if we're, being attacked for 4 every turn, plus them gaining more card advantage from both their creatures, so we have to try to slow that down. They currently don't have anything to flash back with their Dread Horde, which is good for us. That was a good draw. We are in trouble. Might as well see if we can eat a discard spell. By that I mean see if they drew one, and then in response we decay the Dreadhorde. It's a K command. They're gonna make us destroy our pedal and oh, Painful Truths. Wow, huge. That's a card you don't see very often. Alright, so we're just going to decay the... They didn't have anything to flash back, but they also didn't play discard spell, so we're just going to use our mana here and get rid of the Dreadhorde. Like I said before, our plan for coming back for this game is Echo of Aeons. That's what we're playing to. Now we have the mana to hardcast it. That set our opponents up to 5 cards, so not looking super good. Might as well keep on playing out the diamonds. Make their discard weak. I'm going to hold the land. I'm going to see if we can get them to play a discard spell. There's another win condition. They're at 3 cards. Claw is not bad. There's no way this resolves. Grid. I don't think grid matters much here. And we're dead. I don't know, maybe I should make them do it. Take a couple seconds off their clock in case the game 3 is another long game. And we never saw anything we wanted decay for, by the way. So we're definitely boarding out decays for game 3. Yeah, let's do this. Game 3, we're on the play. Alright, let's see if we can get a good hand. It's not bad. Could use another land or two, but it's interesting. It's not very fast. That's for sure. We're going to cast Ponder here. Looking for a land. Ad Nauseam's great, but we need lands, so we have to shuffle this. That's brutal. Probably getting hit by him here. We could have sat there and just like holding open Veil, but like that's not a winning strategy in my opinion. Hey, we hit the land. So now we want to try to sequence this Brainstorm to get it to resolve without like a Pyroblast hitting it. So like a him. I'm going to try to Brainstorm here. Because if they fetch and Pyroblast... Well, that was good. I think I'm going to put back the Hope. Doesn't seem very good in this spot. We're going to attempt Veil here. I don't know if our Veil is going to resolve, but we'll try it out. They did not bite on the Brainstorm play, which is unfortunate. LED was a huge hit. Let's see if this resolves. Okay, Luris was not very scary there. I think I want to play our own copy of Luris. I'm fine with that. Our opponent's down to 2 cards now. 3 cards. Okay, Spellbomb, not super relevant at this point in the game. Alright. So they're able to replay the Spellbomb here. Okay. They're down to 2. I'm pretty sure this makes their Drown in the Locks fairly weak. Alright. So what I'm trying to set up is an Echo turn where we have mana floating plus a Claw in play because that increases our percentage to win. Alright, so we're going to go to 11 and they'll be at 23. Another LED was a terrific pickup. So if they counter this, I would consider Pyroblasting their counter. Because we really want a working Veil for this combo turn. We're pretty far away from the Natural Tendrils range. We would need Storm 12. So even if our opponent played a counter, that would be 4. Our Pyroblast is 5. So that just resolved. Alright, so that's Storm 5. I expect our opponent to Spellbomb us here, because they don't want us to have 2 LEDs going back into our deck. But now all we need are just spells we can cast into the Tendrils that we can get with Wishclaw. That's our winning line right now. Okay, so we go to 8. I think that they should have Spellbombed us. That was a mistake. Not speaking poorly about their play at all. I just think that it was probably correct to Spellbomb there. Burning Wish Tendril should do it. And just to play around like a weird card, we're going to get Infernal Tutor. And crack this. Like I don't know if there's any black instant speed cards that gain life, but like they're not playing Farika's Cure. But I want to make sure that if we can beat some sort of weird life gain card, we're doing our best to do so. Okay, so we got it. It's 2 rounds in a row against Grixis control. We are 4-0.